Hey guys, it's Kiyarts, your thought breaker here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I made the beat to In a Dream, the intro off my new self-produced mixtape that just came out. If you haven't heard it already, I'm going to play a quick snippet, but it's available on all platforms, and it's also available in the link in my bio. The first thing is my link tree, links to my TikTok, Instagram, everything else is on there. Go check it out if you haven't already. Along with that, I'm going to be giving away my first drum kit ever. It's completely free. All you have to do is subscribe to this channel, go on my TikTok, drop a follow, and then go on my IG, also drop a follow. Screenshot all three of those and DM me on IG and tell me what your favorite song was on the album, and I'll send you a drum kit with all the drums that I used on this album. Without further ado, let's get right into it. And first, this loop with the little synth sample. It, believe it or not, actually samples Shawty in Love by Playboi Carti. And I'll show you how I did it, but once it's all processed, this is what you get. Hold on, let me just solo it. This is what you get after it's all processed. And if you listen to this song, it's pretty processed from what the original is, but if you listen closely, you can kind of tell the similarities. To get the loop sounding the way it did, it's actually a very complicated process. But I'll show you the mixer channel first. It's very processed. But just a little bit of reverb, fruity reverb, a little bit of distortion on here, and a little bit of stereo separation. Gets it sounding like this. But along with that, there's also a couple of midis and a lot of processing that went through it, and I'll show you guys how I did that. From here to get to this point, I grabbed these two one-shots from the original sample by Playboi Carti. They sound like this, and then also this. And now you can kind of see the similarities in the beat after you process it a little more. But one thing about this is I'm pretty sure I deleted the MIDI, but you can kind of tell all I really did was put it in a MIDI channel and kind of alternate between the two voices. And I put a little bit of halftime. I'll show you what I did with the halftime. This is not what it's going to sound like right now, but this is what I did. I put halftime on it, changed it to 1.5, and then changed the effects all the way to 500 to kind of give that a little reverse effect at the end that you hear. Moving on to the rest of the loop, we have this very glow-like lead. As you can tell, this beat's very influenced by Almighty So era Chief Keef, Glow, old Glow beats, 2013 futuristic Glow. And this lead is actually from Serum, and it's from Thayer Period's Patron Bank. Hold on, let me pull it up real quick. It is from, I believe, the July 2021 Serum preset, and it's this Nina lead right here by Autumn. And it's very like video game-esque, kind of what you look for in a Glow beat. And I'll play you the lead right here. Kind of a simple 3-bar loop, and it glitches a little bit, gives that effect like that. The next sound in this loop is a pluck from also another Thayer Period kit, but this time it's more of an accent sound. It really complements the harsh sounds of this beat very nicely in the higher end. Kind of gives, it almost sounds like a voicing, but it's just kind of a process pluck, and I'll show you how I processed it, but this is how it sounds. And it sounds almost like a pad, as you can see. But going on how I made it, this is the mixer channel, some fruity love filter, some shaper box with this half and reverse preset, this EQ, another love filter, some distortion, and a pan man, kind of mixed 25%, just a little bit of panning. You can idly hear it, but that's how I give it its sound. Next, moving on to the drums, we got this hi-hat, and it's overused hi-hat by at One Icy. And this pattern, very nice, very glow-like. It's pretty hype if you listen to it. I'll play it real quick. As you add the claps and the snares, the rolls complement it very nicely. Kind of gives it that glow-like feel that I was looking for when making this beat. Going from here, we have the clap, And the clap I use in this beat is the crispy clap, and I have it hitting every 16 steps, and then after that 4 steps right here every second clap. It just sounds very good with the snares too, as well as the hi-hats. Complements it good, and it's a very glow-like kind of sound. And with the clap, I actually layer it with the snare in this beat. I layered it with the snare, breakout snare. It sounds like this. Kind of gives it a harsher feel. I wanted to make it a little more, you know, hype, like hard hype, kind of as some glow beats are, with the newer aged glow, but still kind of want to give it that futuristic glow, almost that bubbly synthy sound in 2013 futuristic glow. So I kind of combined the two, and that's how it ends up sounding. Next, I'm gonna go through all these at once. Some pretty simple stuff. We got a crash, which kind of stutters at the first and third bar. Very common futuristic glow sound. And then going on from here, we have the classic Beethoven chant. You can barely hear it in the beat, but it kind of acts as a counter to the clap. And then next, we got this open hat, this 808 Vandana Bluff open hat. The drums in this beat are very busy, but they're pretty hard. Moving on to my personal favorite part of the beat are the 808s. Now this 808, it's essentially, I forgot the name of it. It's literally just called 808-1, but it's in some Chief Keef drum kit, some old Chief Keef drum kit. But essentially what it is, it's a hack to my Instagram 808, just without all the high end present in it. And this is how it sounds. This by itself, it's fine, but with the spaces that need to be filled in the last bar of this 808 pattern, there's another 808, a butterfly 808, Butterfly by Ken Carson, and it's essentially a no-lie 808, which is essentially a more distorted Zay 808, and this is how it sounds. And these two sounds together combined for a pretty badass 808 pattern. I love it, me personally. Finally, you know, you can't forget the bells. There's the classic tubular bell used in beats for the last 10 years, most prominently now in Yeet beats. And this pattern may seem very complicated, but it adds a very extra layer to the beat, and it hits pretty hard. This is how it sounds. And basically, it kind of follows the root notes of the lead, and also follows the same glitchy-esque pattern, as you can see by the stutter and the bell. And now, it's time for the full beat. After that, the mixing, I go very, very light on the mixing. I just do layering and kind of play into what sounds good with my ear. But basically, on all the drums, all we have is just layering, 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 layering. And then on the 808, we got a blood overdrive and a soft clipper. And literally the same thing for the other 808, just kind of, I tuned the distortion a little bit down, as well as the soft clipper, to kind of give it the same type of distortion as one 808 was more distorted than the other. Finally, on my master channel, I put a soft clipper on here. I put a 808, boost the highs, boost the drums a little bit, and very, very, very slightly boosted the low end, kind of make the 808s pop a little bit more. And also along with this, we got a love filter, the classic Chief Keef Glow fruity filter preset, and it uses the PC low pass plus phaser, which can be heard in the beat, the latter half around here. That about wraps it up, but if you haven't already, please check out my mixtape. Every other song is self-produced, and I'm also going to be making beat breakdowns for that. So if you enjoyed this video and wondered how I made all those beats, which are all frankly very different in sound from this beat, check it out. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, like this video, subscribe, share it around, More music on the way. Don't forget that I'm giving out all the drums used in this in a drum kit. And yeah, here's the full beat.